Hello, welcome. My name is San. This is a reading today for Aries. There are no dates on my readings. I trust that when the message finds you, if it resonates, then it's yours at that time. Aries, it's a super windy day and the wind is actually blowing through the window right behind the camera, so I don't know if it's going to pick up some eerie wind sounds on the microphone. Winter is rolling in. I think it arrives overnight into tomorrow, and then it's going to be snowing here. I've been trying to keep it at bay. I'm wearing my nice springtime flower sweater, hoping that we can bypass the winter as much as possible. So we're doing your reading with a blend of decks. You'll see a mix of several in your spread today. So we've got the Ace of Swords on the split, which talks about truth, but it talks about truth in a way that is more studious rather than liberating and fun. It's like a rule or regulation. But that's changing with the change of seasons is what I'm feeling like. Somebody is kind of lording over you with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, talking about telling a new story. So get your brave on. Get your brave on to tell a new story. That's how the Chariot comes out for you. And it's got all the owls. If you see me talking about the owls are an upgrade from the moths. Like you get visited by the moths when you're first being initiated, but then the owls come in when there's a massive upgrade at hand. So you've got the Emperor here on the table, and he seems to be wanting to steer your experience in some way. I know that as Aries, you are the Emperor. But this Emperor is coming in as someone else. They're coming in with that studious, like, rule maker energy. So I believe that Ace of Swords maybe is coming in from them, or there's a truth about them that is being exposed, because you're coming in as the little earthling, which is quite beautiful. If I had to choose, I would prefer to be the little earthling rather than the Emperor. But you being the Aries standing with an Emperor is telling me that you're on equal footing, whether or not they believe it, because it looks like they're trying to dominate you in some regard, or they're feeling like they know more than you do. Okay, we're going to pull an overall energy from the What We've Forgotten Oracle for Aries. Manifestation is your overall energy. So it's feeling like you may be feeling a little bit disempowered right now, actually, because this Emperor seems to be so domineering. It's not even that they're domineering. I feel like they're very protective of you. They feel like a father figure, honestly, especially because the little earthling and the Emperor are coming out together. It's feeling like somebody who's looking at you like they're a little girl. And whether or not that is appropriate, it feels endearing, actually, but it's coming through as a little bit, like I said, a little bit domineering. It's like they feel like they're in charge of you and your situation, or they're preparing you for something, because you've got pick up your heels, or sorry, it says kick up your heels, but I was seeing it as pick up your heels, because it's coming through with a little bit of a wild woman energy. It's like they're seeing you as being slightly out of control, when what they're wishing for you is this Temperance card. It's like they want you to be much more temperate, much more under control, maybe under their control, which is a very unpleasant energy, but it doesn't feel controlling in that way. It's more like a wish that they have for you, that you would rein yourself in somewhat, because there's something that they're preparing you for. It almost feels like a coming out or a debutante ball is, I don't know why. Maybe because he's the Emperor, he's feeling very official, and you're feeling much more organic and lovely, actually, with but you being the little earthling is a very endearing stance that they're taking with you. It's like they're looking at you and thinking that you are a dear heart, a dear companion to them, perhaps. But maybe it's their mustache and their outfit, but it's like they're very formal. They're very formal, but it's interesting though, because they could use with some trimming up themselves. So they may be projecting onto you some of what they're feeling. It could be a projection. And you've got the protect the fledgling coming out next. So it's really like a protective stance. You've got some beautiful energies, some beautiful organic expression that is kind of being kept under wraps, but it's starting to seep through. It's like there's starting to be a crack in the facade, and all of that beautiful they're all birds. In nature, your true nature is starting to seep through, especially with the rose garden coming next. Rose garden is talking about confidence, standing in your confidence and being who you truly are. But there's something about that is wanting to be reined in by this emperor. I mean, it could be a relationship, like a love relationship, but if it's true, it's like they're coming through with a really heavy masculine hand, trying to make you more feminine and more delicate and more demure, because they want you to appear like this and not like this. Not like this wild woman energy that is untamed. But you are, in a way, doing both is what it seems like. But that's boring to you, is to kind of walk that line. You want to just be who you are authentically, of course. But you got the star coming up next. It's like they're seeing you as the star player. There's something significant going on. It almost feels like some sort of, maybe it's because the holidays are here. It's like some sort of party or occasion that you are making an appearance, and you're going to be the star, at least in the eyes of this emperor. He wants you to be the star. And in order to be the star, he thinks that you should appear like this, which is beautiful and refined and orderly and balanced. But you're more likely to appear in this fashion, and it makes him nervous because this is unpredictable, and he wants you to be more predictable, at least from his perspective. It feels, like I said, very fatherly. So even if it is your partner, your husband, they're feeling like they're taking on a role recently that feels very patriarchal. And I don't think that you're very comfortable with it. Although you've got Seek the Ally is coming up next. And it's kind of talking about not wanting to rock the boat, or the advice here is not to rock the boat, to just go along to get along. At least to get through this party with the Five of Wands coming next. It's like, just play your strategy straight. This Five of Wands here, it was talking about in the reading, I think it was yesterday's reading, it was talking about maybe strategy, but it's also talking about bringing people closer to you, maybe in a very strategic way. And maybe that strategic way is by seeking the ally. Could be, well, it's interesting because the first character that she has pulled close to her is a female character. It's like holding the feminine close and the masculine farther at bay. And maybe those are energies within you that you're juggling. There are 2 masculines on the table and 3 feminines, I believe. So the feminine energy is outweighing the masculine energy, and that is what is making this emperor uncomfortable. It feels like he's not uncomfortable within himself or within your dynamic. It's because there's something coming up where you're being showcased as this star, like the star performer, the star at the party, or he wants you to appear that way, or he feels that way about you, like as if all eyes are going to be on you. That's his hope or his wish. So it's like he's giving you advice about how to appear in that context. And it's not sitting well with you, although it feels like with these 2 cards, you're likely to give in to his notions and kind of follow his guidance. Maybe you don't have a choice. Maybe he has the upper hand in some regard. Perhaps. I'm just looking under the decks here. You are being protected. And there's something about the mirror. There's the mirrors coming up. See, in this card, it's like you're uncomfortable about the updo, about having to appear. It's like you're wanting to be able to let your hair down, but you're having to appear somewhere with your hair up. I hope that makes sense. It's like a metaphor for being prim and proper. But there's something about the mirrors that is significant. It's talking about realizing or remembering that reality is a mirror of your inner state. So because you've got this almost like this cracking open that is happening, and it's like it's threatening to spill out everywhere. All your authentic wild woman self is threatening to spill out, maybe in an environment where it wouldn't be appropriate. And so it could be that this Emperor is an ally and is kind of trying to remind you that this is not the time or place to be your truest authentic self, if that's possible. It feels like there's an inevitability here, though, because you're going to shine. You're going to shine no matter what. You're coming out with the Sun card coming next. It's kind of like he's expecting you to be the star or a star. And you're saying, not only am I a star, I am the star. I'm the sun. The sun trumps all of the other stars, at least from our perspective. It is our sun. But that's the thing. There's like this feeling of ownership by somebody, but it's like you're wanting to have more independence, of course. It feels like you've got the embrace self-compassion. It's almost like you're having to forgive yourself for having to play the game the way the Emperor wants you to play the game, at least for now, at least for this particular event or this date on the calendar. It's like you're making an appearance somewhere, and he's very, very, very protective about how that comes through. Or he's wanting you to represent yourself in a situation to the utmost. And maybe because of some things that have been going on recently, where there's more of your untamed spirit is beginning to spill out more and more often, it's making the Emperor uncomfortable. It's not making you uncomfortable. It's making him uncomfortable only as you approach this date. It's like, I feel like it's not within the relationship. It's within a societal context that he's feeling this way. Maybe it's the reason why he's all dressed up as the Emperor in his regal attire. It's like it's when he's dressed up that he expects you to match him. To also come in with the Emperor energy and to be more, well, it's interesting because he's wanting you to be ultra feminine, and maybe this wild woman aspect has a little bit too of a masculine leaning to it for him or for the occasion. It's like I feel like he's just watching out for you, but at the same time it feels like there's this inevitability that even if you do ally with him and you're very strategic about who it is that you pull close, or maybe who it is that you tell your secrets to or rely upon, even if you do take his advice and move into this situation, there's this feeling of self-compassion, which is self-love, which is trumping everything. It is the overall, it's like the overall energy, the manifestation. Let's see what's underneath that. Power place. There's something about this position. It's like you're being put in a scenario where you're expected to be temperance. You're expected to come in with humility and balance and femininity. And femininity, is that the right word? With a strong feminine leaning. But there's something about maybe even the place, the location, the dynamics, maybe the characters at play, the characters involved, the characters in the room that are actually giving you, in a sense, kind of a power up and making this about you more than you would like. Maybe the attention is on you and it's not a desired position, but it's happening nonetheless. It's like everyone in the room is looking at you. It's reminding me of a meeting that I was at recently where I thought it was going to be me and one, maybe two other people, but it ended up being 5 people. And everyone at the table was taking a ton of notes, and I was the only one sitting there just speaking from my heart. It's kind of like that for you. It's like you're going into a room, into a conference hall, perhaps a meeting, and you're the center of attention, especially with the sun and the star. Not only are you the star player, the star speaker, but you're the sun. It's like all eyes are on you because you are the brightest thing in the room. And that's what he's trying to prepare you for. It's coming out like this, actually. He's trying to prepare you for that. So all of his advice and all of his nudging is actually from love. But there's something about speaking the truth. Well, that's how it came out at the beginning of the reading, was this Ace of Swords. And it is very prim and proper, right? So it's like you're doing it in the right way. You're doing it in the right way, but nevertheless, it's still causing a change. It's causing a stir. It's like the wind that is howling outside today. It's like there's no stopping it. It's coming no matter what. That's what these cards are talking to me about, because it says, bear the truth and can you hear me? So it's like no matter what you do or say or how you stand or how you dress or how you present, the truth of your beingness is shining through very, very powerfully. But at the same time, you're feeling like you're not heard. It's like you're speaking another language that nobody is understanding. You're waiting for somebody to acknowledge you. It's like that meeting that I was in where everybody was taking notes. But then I could tell, like, they were listening and taking notes about what I was saying. But I could tell every time one of them would turn to me and ask a question, I could tell by their questions that they weren't quite understanding me. It's like they were trying to comprehend the scenario, but they couldn't quite pull it in. So it's something like that for you with this, can you hear me? But can you hear me is leading into the Strength card. It feels like you're controlling the environment, and there's talking about the wild woman. It's like you're controlling not only your own leanings, but the leanings of everyone in the room in a very natural way. So as much as this Emperor has prepared you for this scenario with a lot of caution and you should this or you shouldn't that, it's like you're going in and you're being your own natural self, especially with the Rose Garden. That's what talks to me about the natural self more than anything. It's like you're going in there, even though you're prim and proper, everything that emanates from you is the absolute truth. That's what the bird over the eye talks about too. It's like you know something powerful that cannot be contained. Whether or not you speak, it's just emanating from you. All of this truth and light and beauty. It's seeping through no matter who says what. So this could be kind of some reassurance for you, Aries, that you could be going into a situation that is very high stakes, because it feels like this all eyes are on you for some reason. It could be, maybe it's a job interview. Maybe it's just something where you are being tested. So the Emperor, that's why they're maybe coming through with this really patriarchal or fatherly energy, is because they're very protective of you, because you are very, very dear to them. But it's aggravating you is what it feels like. It's like there's nothing that you can do. You have to be who you are, is kind of what you're saying to him and saying to everybody perhaps around that table or in that space. You could be sitting around the table at a holiday gathering and you're having to just beam your truest, authentic self no matter what. The Compassion card is kind of talking about giving yourself a break for the fact that you may be kind of feeling as if you're giving in, perhaps because maybe you're having to dress in a way, like I said, and have that updo, like have a physical appearance that isn't necessarily in alignment with your truest nature, because you're going into an environment where it is expected of you to have a certain appearance, a certain regalness about you. So the compassion, embrace self-compassion and self-love is talking about that, but it's almost like the more you embrace yourself or kind of be gentle with yourself about the fact that you do have to give in a little bit. That's why this Ally card is here. You do have to give in at least somewhat. Just to remember that no matter what, your true nature is shining through. To bear the truth is like there is no hiding it. It's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how they dress you up. You're going to come through with elegance and precision. Is precision the right word? So the Strength card is talking about that, about you're actually ending this reading in a very powerful position where it feels like you're taming the whole room and everybody, it's like the sun, all the eyes turn towards the sun. But then there's the Crossing card at the end of the reading. It's like because of this, there's an opening for you where you can change the circumstances more to your liking. I'm almost seeing this as leading to a Wheel of Fortune energy, the Crossing. It's like that's when the door opens and this meeting is adjourned and you're free to go. And it's like, even though it's uncomfortable for you, especially like this, It's uncomfortable for you, the entire ordeal. When it's over, I'm feeling like in some way you're getting your way, even if it's just that you got out without a lot of trouble. But it feels like it's opening a pathway for you into a changing situation in the future. Because part of it is because you are allying with the Emperor. So you might not feel very good about that with the compassion card. You might not feel very great about the fact that you have to kind of be an emperor alongside the emperor when it's not really your truest heart. It's like there's no hiding of who you really are, Aries. So it doesn't matter what you have to wear or how you have to appear, or even the words that, if you're given kind of a script or a dialogue to stick to, it doesn't matter. It's like you could be told don't talk about certain topics, and you could do your best to avoid those topics, but no matter what, the truth is coming out. So I wouldn't be too concerned. I mean, you're going to be as concerned as you're going to be. That's the have self-compassion. Embrace yourself wherever it is that you are, and go into the situation just embracing yourself, but appearing in whatever way that is required to get through the occasion without rocking the boat too much. And I feel like you're going to know by the end of that scenario that there is a gateway opening to you. It's like maybe somebody approaches you near the end of the meeting or the end of the party, near the end of the situation, and just says something to you that is an opener in some regard to a different form of energy. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to continue to pull cards and create an extended. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box to my new Patreon channel. And if not, I will see you next time, Aries. Thanks, bye.